So, the realest shit I ever spoke, and I guess every day I wake up, I realize I get more and more detached from like reality. I'm more and more, even though I'm compassionate to people and what people be going through, I'm more apathetic at the same time. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just detached where the apathy start to come in, but for the most part, I'm very understanding and compassionate of other people and their own problems. But to the extent of like, only thing I really care about is like my own spiritual and like metaphysical goals and the heights I'm trying to reach. And really, I'm trying to reach enlightenment. Right? I'm in the path of reaching enlightenment, and I'm gonna show some pictures right here of like kind of what specifically I'm aiming for. And I'm aiming to be like all these enlightened beings, and with the aura, right? I'm gonna show you a picture of what the aura is, right? It's gonna be a little light that's kind of behind the figures that's like showing that they have been enlightened, but it's almost like the halo, and or like what they call it, the Shekinah, and it's just showing how divine they are, and it's not even about. It's about stepping back into divinity, and I guess that's kind of what I aim for every day. I wake up and I strive for. Now, people may look at me like I'm being superficial or egotistical, and to a certain extent it is. But at the center of my heart, I guess that's kind of where my inner child resides, right? Stepping back into Godhood, where in Godhood you have these certain type of abilities, and the abilities that I hear and I learn about from all these enlightened beings after years and years and years of meditation, the spiritual growth is just that's where my inner child like is. Like I always, when I was younger, I always wanted to do things like levitating and flying, just being, even though it's supernatural and it's superpowered, even people may think of me as doing it for that. It's like my inner child resides there. Like my heart is there. That's why I think that's why I love lucid dreaming and astral projecting so much. I want to learn how to do that type of stuff because that's where freedom is at. That's the taste of true freedom and the truest form that it can be in. Yeah, you can have some money in your physical life, and really, I don't care about money. Money can only do so much for me personally, and I don't really care. I know I'm gonna have some money in my life, that's why I'm not really worried about it. I worry about what money can do for my people around me. People I can really take care of. But for myself, I really don't care. And when I get to that level of divinity, that's where you know my heart will truly taste what I really desire, and which is in reality the freedom just to live my life however I want to, in the spiritual and metaphysical manner. Let me say that, all right? And even though, like I said, people may look at me sideways, people may think I'm crazy, people may think I'm weird. That's really what I desire. I don't really care about anything else, and that just shows that I'm progressing spiritually. Is that I'm becoming more detached. I'm becoming more focused, and above anything, my spiritual growth is one of the most important things to me. And that's one thing about me, I guess, if I can convey that to y'all, that's truly who I am. So, thank y'all for listening to this little small video. I know it wasn't too deep or too crazy. It was just me just speaking something from my heart and just getting it out. Because I know, like I said, not saying I don't talk to people about some of the things I be thinking. It's just my view is so out the norm. I know I'm not going to say people don't think like that, but I know it has to be people that think like that. And, I could be speaking about somebody, out there. So.